Day, a day to celebrate the achievements of women in every field. To mark this year's International Women's Day, let's take a look at stories dedicated to girl power. And as the world gears up to celebrate the International Women's Day on March 8th, India's leading low-cost carrier Indigo Airlines have redeveloped the Guru Dronacharya metro station in Gurugram in the Indian National Capital Region, depicting girl power. DD India correspondent Dibyendu Mondal spoke to the artist to understand the challenges and motivation for women artists in this field. Listen in.
As we celebrate the International Women's Day here at the Guru Dronacharya metro station in Gurgaon, you see how the power of women has been depicted by Indigo Airlines, and I'm joined by the artist who has painted these walls. What inspired you to make these paintings? What was the idea behind it?
The idea was to work around girl power. Indigo boasts a 44% workforce of women and wanted to represent that in some way, just how empowering that is.
And how long did it take for you to complete these entire paintings?
It took me 45 days to do this. Yeah.
And also, as we celebrate, the International Women's Day, how do you look at that, of the women force coming out and taking up challenging roles as well?
I think it's very empowering. I mean, imagine for a young girl to come and see that, any dream is possible. Like I would say when I'm painting, I have a lot of fathers bring their little kids just to watch me paint because I'm still a woman on the streets painting and enjoying myself. So I think that is power.
Also, as a women artist in this field, how has been your experience? What were perhaps some challenges you could have faced and how did you overcome them?
I've been doing this for more than a decade now, so I guess my initial phases were we would go around, different people's homes and knock on their doors and try to get spaces to paint in the public and just overcoming that. But other than that, I'm not worried about the heat, the mess. I love standing on the streets, I love drinking tea, I love having random conversations, so I'm not uncomfortable. You can put me anywhere in India and I'm comfortable.
Women are now leading many of the aspects, not just here, but also in fact, all aspects of life, in all jobs as well. But thank you so much for talking to Doordarshan. With Ramakant, this is Dibyendu Mondal from New Delhi for DD India.
International Women's Day is celebrated every year on March 8th, a day to celebrate the achievements of women in every field. To mark this year's International Women's Day, India's low-cost carrier Indigo Airlines have dedicated it to a girl power. To speak more on this, DD India correspondent spoke to Indigo Airlines captain Priyanka, who spoke about her achievements and the challenges she faced. Listen in.
As the world celebrates the International Women's Day, I'm joined by Captain Priyanka from Indigo Airlines. Welcome to Doordarshan, ma'am. We are at a station which is, depicts the girl power by Indigo. You are a captain and a girl who is flying big jets. How has been your experience?
We are already doing that. Indigo has the highest number of female pilots in the world. So I think we are already reaching where you mentioned. It's incredible. It's very respectable. It's fulfilling, thrilling. It's full of adventure.
Well, of course, if you could also tell us about the challenges many women face in an industry which was probably dominated by men just some time back.
It is still dominated by men. Companies like Indigo is definitely taking the right steps to change that thought process. We are challenging the stereotypical thought process, and we are able to see a lot of women in aviation workforce. That is definitely very challenging, but I think women of today are very clear what they want. They know where they want to reach in life. They know where their space is, and they are working hard towards it. It's incredible to see that.
I'm told that the recent depiction inside the station here where we are standing depicts the women power of India. If you could tell us more about it.
I personally feel this word women power, girl power is basically an amalgamation of all the women that have been through this journey all over the years before us. They've paved the path for us so that today here we can stand tall and say that, oh, I'm proudly standing in front of you as the first female pilot from Amravati.
Well, thank you, Priyanka, and I'm sure many would be inspired by looking at your career, graph, and we hope that more women take to flying. With camera person Ramakant, this is Dibyendu Mondal from New Delhi for DD India.
The 5th edition of National Youth Parliament Festival 2024 represented equal participation of women. Out of thousands of participants, only 29 made it to the parliament to represent their state, and interestingly, out of